How is everyone doing today? Good to see everyone in the chat. Ben, good to see you. Beam, Matt, Fizz, Black, Southflex, how you doing, brother? Trust, good to see you. DJ, good to see you as well. Guest, Tomo, King Casper, how's everyone doing, bro? Let me give you guys the general market update. Right now, if you guys watched the previous public stream, I mentioned that this trend line is the biggest resistance for Bitcoin, which is approximately anywhere between 68K to 70K. You can have a little bit of wiggle room. Some people say it's 68K, some people say it's as high as 70K. It makes no difference ultimately if you cannot close above it and stay above it. Even if you wicks all the way up here to 72K and just comes back down the following week, it just makes no difference. It's just another wick. Ultimately, it needs to break this trend line and stay above to confirm the next move. So far, we haven't done that. We've been getting rejected off this trend line for the past 6-7 months now. And this is not anything, I would say it's not really a surprise. In the previous bull run in 2019, when we had, monetary policies where interest rates were going up, the things that took us out of the higher low structure, it was 3 rate cuts. So in 2019, it took approximately 3 rate cuts to break the higher low structure. This cycle more or less has been playing very similarly to 2019. So far, by this stage in the market, the higher low structure was already broken, and we was about to go on our way to new all-time highs before the COVID crash happened. And then ultimately we just recovered the following, couple of weeks, months. And then we went and put in new all-time highs that time. Now, for now, normally in the middle of October, the market rallies. Because it's being rejected now, we could potentially go as low as 64K and then just hold there until we get the unemployment data on the 1st of November. And then it will decide whether it's going to break this high low structure or potentially go a lot lower. So that's the most important thing to watch out for now is the unemployment. Like I said, every time you get rejected here, you guys can see we got rejected here, came down, rejected here, came down. Same thing, we got rejected multiple times and came down. It mainly is because of the unemployment data. You guys can see the market tends to rally towards the middle of the month to the end of the month, and then at the start of the next month, because of the unemployment data, the market dumps because unemployment continuously went higher at that time. Now it's obviously going lower. But let's see what happens on the 1st of November. Is it still pumping? Okay, let's have a look at it. Yeah, if something's already pumping, bro, just just bid it for a while, bro. Like you don't need to. I don't really like looking at stuff. This is going parabolic, though, it's crazy. But I don't really like to look at stuff that's already pumping because you've kind of missed the boat. There's no point saying I wish I got in, I wish I got in. But that's not a good mentality to have in crypto, in trading in general. There's going to be other opportunities for you. You don't have to, keep looking at the same coin every other day thinking is it come down. Because this has already pumped. You've missed the good entry for this. $200 million of market cap. I personally would not touch it. Smooth Professor K. Walaikum salam. How you doing, bro? Good to see you as well. BB Mugen, good to see you as well, buddy. How you doing? Carlos, good to see you, Carlos. Is ZX the next rising star or the failure like Nexa? Really tempted to buy this at market cap front run proof of work cast narrative. However, I'm believing in the team. Well, I don't think. First of all, I don't think Zelix even has a team. So, well, they do have. Obviously, they have a team, but the team's not doxed. That's why it's degen. If you want to put a little bit of money that you can risk, that's all this coin is. I would not put it anything past that. At the end of the day, these proof of work tokens that don't have a team and don't have anyone, doxed is degen because you don't know what's going to happen to the project. It's 100% in circulation. So I would not be surprised if the team holds some of the supply and they can dump it. So if you want to grab it, just grab a bag that you don't mind losing. It's literally like a 50-50 trade. Anything that don't have a docs team and is proof of work, even if it's docs, sometimes it'll still rug. But if it doesn't have a docs team, it's even worse. So it's hard to say. I haven't really looked into this project in that level, but these guys are a layer one proof of work DAG narrative. It can pump, but then we look at Pyron. Pyron was another good example of a layer one that tried to copy. That basically tried to fork Casper. And look what happened to this. They basically got rock pulled. So these, like I said, these type of projects are very, very. These are trades only, bro. You don't hold them. Like if ZX decides to stay around next cycle, not next cycle, sorry, by the end of next year, then you'll do well. But by the time from now to like January 2025, if it survives, then you'll do well. But if it gets rug pulled, then that project is dead. That's why I don't really like holding these. They're more trades, I would say. I would look at these more trades rather than long term holds. My hair is extremely bearish. Yo, my hair's all over the place today, bro. Ignore it. Overkill, how you doing, bro? Generations, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you as well. Have you heard about Souls? I've heard about Souls. I think everyone's heard about Souls. Which country am I from? I'm from the UK, bro. I've heard about Souls, yeah. But am I too keen on Souls? I think Souls will pump for sure. I think when the gaming narrative takes off, even within gaming, there's specific narratives that tend to pump. So you have a time where maybe like mobile games will pump, and then there's going to be a period of time where MMORPG games like Souls and some of these other ones will pump, like Elder. There's a bunch of different ones, bro. So even within gaming narrative, there's narratives within that as well. So I do think the MMORPG type of games like AWT, Souls, that type of game, Dolmy, they will have a pump as well for sure. Dark Knight, walaikum salam. Cookie Monster, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you in here as well. Mamba, how you doing, bro? I have invested in some altcoins that I believe the 24-hour volume keeps going low, 15K. What do I think, my man? What coin is it, my friend? Sometimes, depending on the project, the volume isn't the most important thing. But if a project's new, the volume's low, it just means the team's not marketed, which is not a bad problem. But if a project's well established and has been around for a decent amount of time and the volume's low, then I normally take that as a sign of low interest in the project, or the teams don't really care about the project. That's how I look at it. It depends on the type of project it is. That's the thing. Some project the volume goes low because no one really knows about it. But then you could also say the volume's low because no one cares about the project as well. So if the project is good and the volume is low, I wouldn't pay attention to it, to be honest, if the project is good, because most of the time the projects are ass and they're not even worth the investment. Deep South AI. We can have a look at it. Yeah. So this is obviously a micro cap. It does have some problems with the min function. It is something to be wary about, especially if this project don't have a docs team. Oh, I've already looked into this shit, bro. I don't really think this is worth the investment, bro. I think there's too many projects very similar to this already. You have this image generation, this text generation, this video formats. There's so many of them. There's quite a few of them. If you want to get the next 50x, the next 100x, it has to be something unique. It can't just be a copycat of something else and have one other feature and ultimately now is the next big thing. It doesn't work like that. How many projects are you going to see with 100% in circulation? There's so many different ones. So many AI projects now that come out, no docs team website. There's too many of those, and they're not all going to pump. A few of them will pump for sure. Hamzilla, how you doing, bro? Is that true? I heard about that as well, actually. That's actually funny. I don't really see that as anything important, but that's funny though. Happy, how you doing, my friend? Does the unemployment data come on a monthly basis? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I think December will also. Yeah, I think the rest of the year will be depending on the unemployment data because let's say there's different scenarios. You could say if Trump wins, there's a possibility that the Democrats will manipulate the data, make it seem bad, and then let Trump deal with it. That's one scenario. Or they, if they win, then they'll keep manipulating the data in a positive way, where they'll make it seem like unemployment's holding the line, and the market will continue to rally. So it works both ways. It's hard to say which way. You just have to wait for the data. The way I look at it is, if we normally dump beforehand, like we are dumping now, like a whole week in advance, a week and a half, 2 weeks in advance, then all that means is that insiders are getting out in anticipation for a bad jobs report. That's what I think. If it's literally like a week before, every single time the market just before literally like a couple of days, less than a week before the unemployment data comes out, the market always sells off, like it did here. On the 29th of September, the market sold off because they were uncertain about the jobs market, and then it came in good, and the market ultimately rallied again. And this dip here was because of the war. Otherwise we would have just continued to rally back up here. Can I have a look at basics? I'll have a look at basics, bro. Like I said, if the unemployment comes in good, which one is it? Base terminal, I'm guessing. If it comes in good, then it would be better to go all in. If you hold a decent amount of USDT, I would go all in. Is the launch pad on base? This will pump, to be fair. This will pump. Launch pads tend to do well, just if there's actually good projects launching on there. Because just getting a launch pad for the sake of getting a launch pad is stupid. That launch pad has to have some sort of good cause or good tokens they've had. Otherwise, people are not just going to stake their, put their tokens in one of these coins where there's literally no success rate behind it. The reason people get into launchpads to get early access, and then when they get their tokens, they make good money. And that's why the likes of what's it called? Starts with an F. I forgot what it was called, bro. You know which launchpad I'm talking about? It starts with an F. I forgot the name. I don't really like Nexa, bro. I don't really like. I think Nexa was a big flop. Nexa was one of the biggest flops ever. I would never touch Nexa, bro. It had potential because Casper was going parabolic during those times, and everyone was looking for the next big proof of work token. This was one of them, but this has been a massive flop. Mavi, what price do I think? I don't really do price predictions, Hamza, bro. Stop spamming price prediction questions, please. Dicing, how you doing, bro? OXL is ref share for holders above 25 for tax team, and is the only project that can trade micro caps on leverage. I don't know what retard would be trading micro caps on leverage, bro. Do you want to lose all your money? The fuck? I don't really think that's a good idea. Number one, trading micro caps on leverage, probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Who's gonna be trading? That's crazy. That is. People barely trade everything else on leverage. I guess it's a unique feature. There's always a market for the extra degen people, I guess. Me personally, I don't really like projects like this where they offer some high leverage, on different coins. There's too many of them, number one. And for the likely chance of something like this getting adopted is very, very low. So I tend to stay away from this. It's like gambling, bro. Yeah, look how this is literally a one-page website. Click here to leverage. Let's have a look. They don't even have a working product, bro. What the fuck is this? Download Telegram app. Make the leverage start generate. Bro, no one's gonna do stuff like this, bro. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't touch this, my friend. You think stock market could correct and a lot of money flow into crypto? Not sure if that happens. Bro, that's never gonna happen, bro. That will happen when we have like a, I don't know, like when crypto is a little bit more established. Right now, like no one's putting their money to if the stock market crashes and going to, that's like a fantasy, bro. That's not gonna happen for decades. No one's ever gonna go and if the stock market's crashing, that means there's something wrong with the economy. Number one, and if something wrong with the economy, the last place people are gonna go is to Bitcoin, bro, because Bitcoin is very volatile and crash is not it's not resistant to crashes. Every single time we've had a hard landing, Bitcoin has gone down 50-60%. So if the stock market is crashing due to some sort of recession fears or something, the last places people are going to put their money is in Bitcoin. The most likely place where they will put their money is in gold. Hence why, because of the recession fears since March, unemployment trending higher. This is why gold, has entered a new bull market. Gold is the place where people go because gold doesn't drop as much as other assets do during a recessionary crash. But then if you bought gold over here, for example, even if it crashes, you're still going to be in profits. Whereas if you buy Bitcoin now, since it's been consolidating for the past 6-7 months, you buy Bitcoin now and we get a hard landing, bro, everything, this is going to drop 50-60%. So this is the worst place to put your money in terms of, for safety during a crash. But I don't really see that ever happening, not until decades down the line, bro. Not at least for another 10 years, but people are going to come to Bitcoin as a safety net. I don't think that's going to happen, bro. Bitcoin needs to basically go to at least minimum, $5 trillion in market cap in order for this to be more stable. Yeah, Miffy, you said it, bro. Deep South is ass. In crypto, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, boy, smash the like button. Let's get to 100 likes. The last stream, we done very well. I think we got to like 120 likes today. Let's see how it goes. Misk and Co. Hi, G. I'm in your group. I'm very quiet, but follow everything closely. Best group to be inside. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate that. How you doing, bro? It's good to see you. Can you please check wealth share health? What do you think about AI? I'm not bullish on the narrative or decentralized science narrative, bro. That's been a narrative for quite a long time, I would say. We had the likes of the project on Rejuve. Rejuve was one of them, decentralized science / AI project. We had what was that one called? It was like a decentralized science project. It was like it had the green ticker, a green logo. I forgot what it was called. A lot of these projects were so old, I forgot what they were called. And all of them got wrecked. We had Gina's DAO that rugged. I'm not too bullish on that narrative, bro. It's like, bro, listen, you guys don't need to over diversify your portfolio. Start putting into these random narratives like fucking medicine. Who's gonna care about medicine? Why do you need the blockchain for medicine, bro? Like, this is what you have to think. Why do we need the blockchain for medicine? It's just stupid. Like the same thing as there's a project where you can sell cars using the blockchain. Why the fuck do you need the blockchain to sell cars? Like, this is the type of stuff people just wasting their money on stupid coins. They're just not gonna do it. They're not gonna go anywhere. You're gonna be sitting there throughout the bull run just waiting for it to pump, and it never pumps, or it barely pumps. And then you've seen a bunch of these other coins go and do 30, 40 X's, and you're just sitting there, getting a 2X, 3X. And this is like you have to put your money wisely, bro, because these bull runs come every 3 to 4 years. Are you really gonna wait 3-4 years to get a 2 to 3X because of you're gambling on some shit narrative? I don't really think that's a smart thing to do, bro. In my opinion, at least. Oh, that's the last thing I would do, is to put into these dodgy narratives where the success rate in the past has been awful. Like, I've just given you 3 examples of decentralized, AI coins that just haven't gone anywhere for the past 2 years. Let me look at the Rejuve chart. I'll show you a prime example, bro. This is a decentralized, whatever the fuck it's called. Look what it's been doing for the past, yeah? Just don't fuck all, bro. And then, or if anything, it just continues to go lower and lower. as it gets more and more diluted. This is what the decentralized science narrative looks like. There's another one, Gene. I don't even know if it's going to be on here because he got rug pulled. That one had the most potential, and then he got rug pulled. So I wouldn't be touching anything in that narrative, bro. Yeah, we can have a look at it, but let's have a look. What is it called? Never heard of this project. Pirate Nation. I'm guessing this is probably a gaming coin, correct? Yeah, so it's on Coinbase, Crypto.com. Seems to have very good exchange listings, that's for sure. I don't really like buying higher cap gaming projects unless they're well established. Obviously, this has a harsh vesting schedule by the looks of it, so you're gonna have to check the vesting schedule. As it's already like this is like a mid cap gaming project. I'll have to see how the vesting schedule is looking for this one, my friend. I don't know if it's my internet is ass or this website is not loading. They might just have a very high FPS website. That could be it. Or my internet is just shit. Maybe my internet is awful. Is it? Let's have a look. Why is SNS? The website's not loading, my friend. I don't know why, but I will have a look at this after. Is SNX getting wrecked? It is getting wrecked. Oftentimes, when a project pumps, when you have a sharp drop like this and it recovers, 8 times out of 10, it is probably going to go lower than this drop. It's just how it is. Let this calm down, bro. It's not a bad token. If you could get this, earlier, this would have been a very good token. It just lacks all the exchange listings, but somehow it still pumps on Sol. Black, you're trolling, bro. Yeah, DCI is so groundbreaking that these guys sold approximately 300K, for marketing purposes, and their marketing is copy and pasting ChatGPT articles and then and posting it on Twitter. That's what they call marketing. This is why you have to stay away from shit projects, bro. When a team is selling 300K, that's how this is scammy, bro. You don't have a team, a docs team, and then now they're selling 300K because of marketing purposes. They say, marketing purposes, and their marketing purposes is posting ChatGPT articles on Twitter, which is just I think that's pathetic. What do I think about Cubic? I think Cubic is fundamentally good. Yeah, that's a fantastic move, Azim. Fantastic move. I might go over the FUD, well, not the FUD, but the actual problems with ML on the live stream. I'll show off all the documents and stuff as well. But you think I'll get sued for that? I might get sued for that. It's based on docs. I don't think they're docs, no. Based on not docs, but then at the same time, it doesn't really matter too much. You're only holding it for one cycle. I don't think it's very unlikely based AI would rug pull with the technology they bring into the crypto market. I don't think they're rug pull because their tech is really good. Nick, how you doing, bro? Jamie, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you as well. Spicy Mustard, how you doing? What would be the top 5 RWA coin? Bricken, what are the rest? Yeah, so I like Prop Base, Bricken, Relio. Those are my top 3. You can also buy stuff like what else is there? What else is there? There's not. The problem is all the good RWA coins they're going to be launching soon. The ones that I like are going to be launching soon. They're not out yet. So there's like Polytrade is not too bad, I guess. Watch my RWA list. I made an RWA list. The ones that I like are in the 30x category. I still like CGV, but it's going to be higher cap though. It's going to be higher cap with the merge. The merge is going to bring a lot of attention to it though, that's for sure. Accent DAO, I don't really like that. It's decent. It's decent. I just wouldn't touch it myself though. Hit the likes and subscribe. Delorio, good to see you, my friend. Dolerio. Hope I'm saying that right, bro. Internal AI, isn't that the layer 2 on Bitcoin? Pretty sure that is, isn't it? External AI. If it's the layer 2 on Bitcoin that pumped recently, I'm not too keen on it, bro. Oftentimes, what I've realized is a lot of people tend to think a project is good because it's pumping. That's not always the case, bro. I'm pretty sure this project got rugged and then it started pumping. Yeah, it is this project, this layer 2. Or is this not? Is this the one on BVM? Build on startable AIs, AI community run by Unchained. Oh, this is a different one, but there's so many important creations, AIs. Um, it's not too bad. I would say this is not too bad. Would I invest into it? I wouldn't touch it. Just based off the, if you look at the market cap to the fully diluted, it's over 10x. So for me, I would, unless the vesting is good, I just wouldn't touch it, my friend. These pumps, yes, it might pump in the short term, but in the grand scheme of things, when these unlocks start happening, it's very likely it will dump down significantly. So if the vesting is good, it doesn't look too bad. AI models and I don't think it's too bad. However, if the vesting is harsh, I wouldn't touch it. Look, my friend, anything to do with Zebek, I'm sure I'll remember that token. Anything to do with credit cards and token. Well, I would say anything to do with like a banking DeFi project. I would never touch those projects personally. Why? Because I don't care how established it is. I don't care. I would never trust my money. If you guys have not learned from Luna, from Celsius, that these crypto banks are, doomed pretty much. I don't know what to tell you guys, bro, because you have to learn from the previous. These were billions of dollars in market cap, and they still went under, and people lost all their money. So we have to be very careful. Anything to do with these credit card banks, etc. Most of them are just scams over time. You don't find out one cycle. You find out in two cycles if they stay around. The most of them are just scams. Like crypto is 99% scams. Don't hold anything past the bull run. Look how many people were bullish on Cardano last cycle. Look at it now; it's dead. Same way some retards are going to be holding Casper for the next 5 years. How do you know Casper's going to be around in the next cycle, or is it going to be relevant in the next cycle? It might still be around, but is it going to be relevant? Most likely not, because the miners will move on to something newer where they can earn more money. A project that is essentially dictated on miners. The miners always move around. The miners don't stay in one project. It's stupid to do that for miners. They go where the money is. Auto payments, real payrolls, cross border, Zebak Silver. Spend your crypto anytime, anywhere, instantly. So they got Republic Crypto, which I like. That's a good. They got Coinbase Ventures. They got Circle. Okay, so they seem to have very good backers, my friend. That's 100% facts. They seem to have a docs team as well. From first glance, this project looks good. Payroll growth partners, so investors are big partners, payroll companies. It's quite niche, definitely very niche. But this is the ones that can get. This is the type of project that needs mass adoption from institutions rather than retail. So if institutions adopt this can do very well, my friend. But overall, this is not a bad token, though. It looks fundamentally good. How you doing, mother? How you doing as well, Shu? Would we call Amber an official rug pull? Even 5-year-old would have developed a better game. Bro, that project looks so shit. I'm surprised anyone with a brain brought that shit, bro. Because that if you look at the game for that project, it just looks so shit. It's like out of all the projects in the world, why would you buy that one? That one is just so shit. The quality of the game was fucking awful, bro. It looked like some 10-year-old kid just decided to wake up one day and just make a game. I don't think this is Rockpool just. Or I think they migrated to a new chain or some shit. But this is an official Rockpool, yeah. I'm pretty sure they launched a new token or they're gonna launch a new token. Have I heard about that? Yeah, I've heard about that. Andrew Tate's coin. I've heard about that. Would I touch it? No, I don't touch anything related to influencers, bro. Fucking hell, my hair's fucked. Anyways, I don't touch any coin that's being showed by influencers. It's probably the stupidest thing you can do. That's too old, bro. I would not be touching parts yet. That's way too old. Gaming leaning to an optimism, ancient A or Sakura. I'll go for Sakura as lower cap. Ancient A is a lot higher in cap, but Sakura is very low in cap. I think it's better. Jobin, my friend, how you doing? Nova, good to see you as well. All I want for Christmas is 50k so I can deploy the rest of my USDT in Valhalla. Nova, I think that opportunity will come very soon for us. All we need is a hot unemployment print. Maybe it's my internet, bro, because I can open up all these other websites. I don't know why I can't open that one. Bolinga, how you doing, friend, my friend? I've been following you for a long time. I support you, of course. I know you're bullish on ZF, but I think yeah, I'm not really bullish on ZX. I'm not really that bullish. I don't even hold ZF myself, but I do like LogX. This is something that I would consider holding myself. The problem with this is, they're very similar in the sense where same thing like ZF, where you could swap and earn. This has a very same feature as that. If this started as something like RWA and then did the DEX and all the other stuff, I'll be like, that's completely fine. That would be very bullish. But I do agree with you. I think LogX is fundamentally better than ZF. I do agree with that. I think if you're gonna hold the DEX, hold LogX instead of ZF. But ZF will still do well though. Why? The reason all the layer 2s for Ethereum is doing bad is because Ethereum is doing bad. As soon as Ethereum reverses, which it will, and I'm thinking next year, all the layer 2s will follow Ethereum. And then when they pump and when ZK Sync, because ZK Sync technology is fundamentally very strong, hence why the reason people bought ZF is because they believe the ZK Sync technology, privacy, ZK privacy, I think that will do very well in the future. So, when that pumps and Ethereum pumps, ZF will follow that pump as well. That's all it is. It's a DEX for a bullish chain. But this is fundamentally a good project as well, my friend. Very good project, Bullinger. The vesting for this is not too bad either. Although it looks a bit bad, it's not too bad. But the only thing I don't like about this project, even though they got very good backings and stuff, the one thing I don't like is it's literally just another, at the moment at least, it's just another DEX with leverage. That's all it is. Leverage, prediction markets, whatever the case is, but there's hundreds and thousands there's like literally thousands of this type of projects. If these guys launched on something like treasury yield, RWAs, and gaming, and then branched out to unimportant stuff like this, then I would say this would have done very well. But the problem with this is next is going to go to spot markets, option markets, which probably isn't going to take too long. Meme coin launchpad, that's a bullish thing. People like that type of stuff. RWA is where I would think this project can do very well. So they should have started with the RWAs and added real estate. But I think this is going to come way down the line because they can't just go and buy a bunch of houses. It doesn't work like that. They have to have real estate in order for people to even consider this as RWA. You can't just put RWA on your website and people think all of a sudden is RWA. No, you have to have either tokenize something or have some real estate, and you'll pump with the RWA narrative, gaming as well. Like, for me, this is at the moment is just another DEX, another perpetual markets, which there's thousands of them. That's my only concern with this Blinga. Other than that, I think fundamentally strong. Of course, they got a Coinbase backing as well, which is why this project can do well. They're backed by Coinbase Ventures. Eventually, at some point, it has the potential to get listed on Binance. I mean, Coinbase, sorry. Oftentimes, the ventures, whether it's Binance Ventures or Coinbase Ventures, they do list them. Just use USDT to do that, Black. I wouldn't sell coins to do that. But this is the thing, though. On the next drop will be the final drop. So if you get a good drop next and you're looking to trade and you're going to miss all your long-term holds, so I don't really think that's worth. If we bounce in the short term, which I don't think we will, maybe we might, but it won't be a big, but like a 5-10% pump, bro, in altcoins, which is nothing realistically even worth taking a risk for. Kevin, my friend, good to see you. On Tap Protocol, I don't really like Tap, bro. I don't really like Tap. I think Tap can do well, but it's just a relic. Tap is literally a relic from the previous cycle. It had hype at one point because they were doing something with the British government, or they had a company, but look what he's done ever since then. And this is all bullshit as well. I'm pretty sure it was all bullshit. I would never touch Tap, bro, ever. This is all cap. Like, everything they done was all bullshit. They lied about some listing or something to do with the government, and then people found out it was lies. It had a massive pump from here to here, literally like a 10x pump almost, probably even more than that even. And then people found out it was lies, and it just dumped back down to like shits. Have to be very careful, bro. Oftentimes, look at WhatsPay. WhatsPay was lying for like literally almost a year till people find out everything they said was lies. The Dubai government, they never had WhatsPay logo in Dubai. That was bullshit. They probably paid for like an ad or something for like 10 minutes, and then it was gone. Never done that. All their other partners were fake. So you have to be careful. Some crypto is, bro, it's full of scammers. Tim, human AI is shit. I wouldn't touch it, bro. It's hard to say, but no one knows which narrative is going to pump first. That's the thing. No one's going to know which narrative is going to pump first. I tend to. That's why you would diversify initially, because we don't know which narrative is going to pump first. It is stupid to put, for example, if you're, if you want to say, oh, gaming is going to pump first, then put all your eggs in one basket, and gaming doesn't end up pumping first, you're going to be fucked. I don't really like taking gambles like that, and I can't make my group take that gamble. This is why we diversify, my friend. Don't you think 01 Labs is better than Based AI, since their technology is the same, but 01 is dark smallest? How is 01 Labs even comparable to Based AI? It's like two different projects. You have one which is a layer one, for LLMs, and RWA, they can tokenize as well, and it's ZK proof. You have 01 Labs, which is just a layer one for AI, which ultimately aims to be the Ethereum. I don't really think they're that similar. And 01 Labs isn't, I don't think they're fully doxed, but they are kind of doxed, yes. But what you got to think about is Based AI. I think they're quite similar in market cap now, but Based AI is good. I think fundamentally, like the tech, if you can understand Based AI tech, is way better than Tao's tech, is way better than 01 Labs tech. 01 Lab is a layer one, but yet no one's built on them. And they've already had their mainnet, that's the thing. I can see projects building on Based AI at some point, just based off how good their tech is. And they got the Pepe coin backing as well, which, could maybe fuel it a bit more. People get blinded by pumps. I've always said DEAI is a good project. I've always said that. But I think for me, it just ran too much now, bro. You've kind of missed the pump and you're trying to jump on the boat. don't really think it's worth doing that. Just go find something that's not pumped so much. So it's already pumped. Yes, everyone knows about this now. But I think base AI probably has more backing than these guys in terms of fun, more money. I think more money is behind base AI than this. And they're quite similar in market cap. Well, they're going to be similar in market cap. This is just slightly higher. But if this goes below $2, this could go in the 60s. I don't think base AI is fundamentally better than 01 Labs, and I like both of them. Having, having I would say fundamentally strong project because you got to think when Tau was around first, I could not find their team. So even they didn't really have a docs team when Tau was first around, from my memories. I can't remember fully, but I'm pretty sure Tau did not have a docs team initially. They doxed themselves later. Same thing happened with 01 Labs. I don't see why Base AI wouldn't. But you could grab either or, my friend, G-Man. I think both of them will do well. Both of them have very good potential. I personally lean more on Base AI though. But 01 Labs, you can't take anything away from it, bro. It aims to be the Ethereum of the AI narrative. Is it a good time to base AI on price? I would wait another week for based AI. Wait another week. Why? Because their mainnet has not gone live yet. And generally, when their mainnet goes live, what tends to happen is because of all the people that's been staking Pepe coin and earning based AI, those people are going to get their tokens back after the mainnet, meaning they're going to dump at least a decent amount of that, which will bring the price down even more. I think we're dumping now in anticipation for the mainnet. And then once the mainnet is live and those people can dump, we're going to have probably like a massive red candle on this, and it will be a very good time to buy them. I know you're rated Crown at 20x. I've been playing it recently. I'm not a gamer, but I really like what they have done, and it's pretty addicting. And I think a bull run is possible. Iron is possible. This is the thing, though, right? If a gaming project is fun to play and it's ultimately if you can earn your money, because that's the most important thing for gaming. If you can earn your money, people would play regardless of if they like it or not. Axie Infinity game was probably one of the shittest games I've ever seen, but it performed the best because everyone was playing it and they were earning money every single day. That's the most important thing for gaming. I don't really think the quality of the game matters as much. I think if the earning is good, people will still play it just because they're earning money. I think money overcomes how good a game is, in my opinion at least. So I like Crown. I think Crown could potentially do a 20x, but the reason I'm not going to buy Crown is because I got immunity. This is the thing though, right? If you like the horse racing narrative and you think Crowners do well, just go buy something that's way lower in market cap, less than $1 million in market cap, and put some money into this and gamble on this. That's what I would do. But then make sure it's less than 1% or less of your portfolio. If Crown does well, the first thing people are going to do, which everyone does, is they go look for alternative versions of that coin. So when Casper was going parabolic or when Tau was going parabolic, people were looking for alternative versions of Tau or other AI coins. That's what tends to happen. So if Crown does really well because the game is good and etc., people will go and look look for a low cap version of that project. Which, in my opinion, if you go look at ZK Race, some of the other ones, this is the best one. Why? Because it has some other factors that most of them don't. Number one is esports. So they have tournaments every month where you can earn good amounts of money. It's cross-platform. You can play on your mobile and you can play on your PC or whatever. And they have free games. You don't just have one game where, eventually you might get bored of it. At least these guys have 3 different games. You can't get bored of all 3 of them. If you don't like one, you might like 2 of the other ones. That's why I like Munity. And the reason I picked Munity, look, this is the thing though. You can go and buy any degen gaming coin, but it's good to have one degen gaming coin. It all depends on what you like. I was bullish on the Beam equals, or I was bullish on Beam in general, and I thought Beam would have been one of the best performing gaming coins, which I still think it can do. So if Beam does well, the best thing to do is, if you don't want to buy a high cap that only can do a 5 to 10x, then go buy something on his ecosystem. And MetaHost Unity is on Beam. It's built on Beam. Their main game is built on Beam. And when they come out and their main game is already being developed, they're just waiting for the right time to release it. And when their main game comes out, which looks very good, if you look at the videos, the Beam's going to give them a shout out. They will be trading on Beam because they're backed by the Merit Circle and Beam itself. So that's what I done. If you like another chain, go buy a project on that chain. The reason I pick Immunity is because I like Beam. That's it. There's no other reasons. I'm not fucking. I don't really like horse racing. I just don't give a fuck. I just wanted something that was low cap and on Beam. But yeah, my friend, that's my narrative behind the horse racing narrative. Chirpley, yeah, I still like Chirpley, my friend. I still like Chirpley. Chirpley is just slow right now. I mean, the whole market is slow, bro. Unless you're trading meme coins, that's it. Everything else is just going down along with Bitcoin. Hey there, how you doing? SY. Walaikum salam, my friend. How you doing? I hold 400 OI coins. Would you keep these? If it depends what price you got in, Kevin. Depends what price you got in. Not a bad idea. I also grabbed some Immunity today as well. I had some orders at like 0.05 and it hit. I'm sure it hit. I'm not too sure. I think it hit. But like I said, this is a degen coin. Like I bought my bag of this. I add occasionally if it dips, but it doesn't affect my portfolio. That's the thing. That's how I treat it. If I don't really think it's gonna rug because this is the team, the same team that behind MetaHost Unity is the same team that built Sandbox. So it's very unlikely to rug. All of them are docs with very well, good backgrounds. So they're not gonna rug. But even if it does rug, let's say, it's not going to affect my portfolio because it's such a small percentage. I don't even look at this. It doesn't affect my portfolio. That's how you should treat these degen coins. But then you can also do like 100x. That's the thing. What's how you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna start looking for this rat, bro. It's hard to find these rats because even if I KYC, I just don't even know who he looks like or who he is. Because the person I thought he was, I don't think it's him. ZKJ. ZKJ. Let's have a look, my bro. Oh, this one. This one does have potential. It does have potential. It's fundamentally a good project. Oftentimes, when you see a chart like this, I think a big dump is upon you. So, but this is fundamentally a good project. I like this. I wouldn't buy it myself, but fundamentally strong. It just doesn't have that hype factor, bro. But ZK and machine learning is pretty good. I think this is fundamentally a very good coin. In terms of how much money it's going to give you, it's hard to say. Just based off how bad the fully diluted is, bro. Look how heavy that is. It's like 20x dilution, which is crazy. Since Job is your friend, maybe do an AMA with him for Chirpley. I can't be bothered for AMAs, bro. I'm not doing AMAs. I would potentially do it, but it has to be at the right time. I'll have to do it at the right time. But I could get an AMA with him for sure. I could, but I'll do it when it's a little bit hot and AI is the narrative. I'm not gonna do it now for no reason, bro. It's not even like Chirpley is good, but it's not even on my like best gems, bro. Some honorable mentions. Hold a bag of Chirpley. I hold like 1 million or some shit. But it's degen, bro. I can't really put degen coins as my best coins. I don't think I wouldn't advise that. But fundamentally, Chirpley, it will still do well. But now Chirpley is starting to get competition. I seen a coin very similar to Chirpley launch a few days ago. Are these guys even updating? Yeah, they're still working, bro. As long as they're still working and they're still developing, the price action will catch up. The most important thing for your projects is if they're developing when the market is dead. Because if a project's dead completely during these times, they're just not going to do nothing. They're just going to, post once every couple of weeks here and there. They're developing every other day or posting something every other day. You shouldn't be worried about that project because the price action will catch up with the development at some point. Is it in November? I swear, it's in a couple of weeks. It's going to be short-term bearish, but long-term bullish, yes. For those of you guys that don't know, me, Fizz, and a few others in the private group have decided to ultimately, if this bull run does not work, we have decided to go buy a McDonald's somewhere, and we are hiring, for people that want to come for our McDonald's and work for our McDonald's. I think Fizz is going to be on the fries, so he's going to be making the fries. We got another one. We got SY making the drinks. I'll probably be on the counter. So if anyone wants to come and work, we need someone at the drive-through. If anyone wants that position, then there's positions open. So I just wanted to say that. Forward is good, Kevin. I still like Forward. I'm just waiting for a few updates for them. They got some good things coming very soon. That's actually true, because Sensei does not dump, even though ETH is like shit in his bed. ETH right now is probably one of the weakest performing, especially against his Bitcoin pair. Is going down consistently, but Sensei just holds like a stable coin. Just look at the chart for the past month. It's literally like a stable coin. Just holding. It doesn't want to go down too much. Shows that no one wants to sell this yet, which is a good sign. Wrong tap protocol. I don't really like ordinals. So I think this market cap is going to be quite high as well. The only tap that's on here is this one. I don't think. Oh, there is. I can't really look at it, my friend, because it hasn't come. The website, nothing's on here yet. Audify enabling protocol. They got 70K users on board. This is Track. It's part of the Track ecosystem. Are you sure this is not Track just relaunching itself? Or open it? This might be just Track 2.0. Yeah, LogX is pretty good. I put in my DGen portfolio, I'm pretty sure I did. Would I swap CAS for Lithium? I would. Yes. I think I would. I remember, but Sepro laughed at me for Munity, and then he went and bought Ambo, which fucking rugged. So I can't laugh at me anymore. At least my project's still standing. This shit fucking rugged. Ambo was so shit though, man. I didn't understand that one. Brian T, how you doing, my friend? BTC is dumping hard. Yeah, BTC will go in the 64s and hold. That's what it will do. 64 and hold there, and before he decides where he wants to go next. But 9 times out of 10, the fact that it's dumping this aggressively is, most likely the unemployment data is going to come in bearish. C-Sense, Felix, how are you guys doing? How many more X's do you think? DA, I don't really like Spectral. I think Spectral is good, but the use case is pretty decent as well. But it depends which Spectral you're talking about. There's like 2 different ones. Which Spectral are you talking about? The high cap one or the low cap? I don't like the low cap one. That one's only like worth a trade, nothing more. This Spectral here, I would not touch this one. I'm not too keen on this project. I think it can pump because how good the vesting is, but then you have to look at the other fundamentals where the team holds the team and the early investors holds 50% of the supply. So you're gonna have to take a gamble on when AI will pump. If AI pumps straight away and is the first narrative, then I would say this is worth the investment, and it could do like a 5 to 10x, maybe less. However, if it does not happen and AI tends to lag till a little bit later, but it correlates with those 50% of the supply getting their tokens, then it's fucked, because then they're just gonna suppress the price. One second, boys. No. But that's how you doing, bro. No, I don't really do price predictions, but I don't even know what base they are as price prediction is going to be. Cantor pumping hard. Crypto God, Crypto G. I'll keep calling you Crypto God. It's good they change your name though. This Cantor here or the other Cantor. But that pump did not last at all, bro. It looked like it pumped and dumped straight away. Oh, my tripping. Oh, no, it's pumping. I done like a cool little 2x. I thought this shit rug pulled. Look how high the market cap is, though. I don't really think it's worth. Sing, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you in here. Thoughts on Claw? Claw, I wouldn't touch it. I think Claw is fundamentally good. I hold it myself in my portfolio, not gonna lie, but at the moment, I wouldn't touch it. It's already pumped on the previous pump. I think Claw is a good trade. It's a good trade. It will do some numbers, but not anything sufficient though. If you had Claw down here like 4.5 cents, it might have been worth more. But at the current price, I wouldn't touch it. Skitty, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. It's 01 Labs. Have they not established their mainnet? That's the problem then. If you're layer 1, you need a mainnet so people can build on you. Otherwise, you're just a concept. That's the one thing I don't like about layer 1s without mainnets. You have to have a mainnet. Otherwise, like I said, you're just another concept. I don't like investing into concepts. If you invest into concepts, you might as well go buy a bunch of fucking metaverse tokens because they're all concepts realistically. None of these metaverse tokens will ever have a real product ever. Because, not at least for the next couple of years. The metaverse stuff takes long. If fucking Zuckerberg couldn't do it, how the fuck are these little, no funded crypto coins going to do it? Like, you have to think logically sometimes. Zuckerberg couldn't make a real RWA. Well, not RWA, I mean metaverse game or whatever. How the fuck is these other guys going to do it? These little crypto coins were probably like, selling their tokens to fund the project. Exactly. That's exactly right. Utility coins are going to explode. Look, this is the thing, right? Don't fall into this trap, because I've seen a lot of idiots fall into this trap where they call nothing else is going to pump, only meme coins. It's like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. These people only feel like this because Bitcoin has been choppy for the past 6-7 months and utility coins have been getting wrecked, and the only things pumping was fucking meme coins. It doesn't mean the utility is just dead all of a sudden. That's stupid. As soon as QE arrives, as soon as dominance, Bitcoin goes up and dominance starts coming down, most of the thing that's gonna pump is utility, because people are gonna look for all the undervalued utility coins and they're gonna go buy those. Like I said in the previous live stream, around 90% of people in memes don't make money. There's very few that actually make money in meme coins. And they gamble away and they lose it here and there. That's what tends to happen with these meme coin people. Very few actually make money. The rest lose money. It's player versus player in the meme coin community, crypto in general. But very few actually make money in crypto. Whereas if they come into utility, most of them can make money. So that's why they'll rather go into utility. The reason they're so keen on meme coins now is because utility is dead, and it only continues to go higher than dump, go higher than dump, pump a little bit, dump. Whereas meme coins been doing very well recently. But then no one was saying this in 2023 when only utility was pumping, and 2022, some parts of 2022. Meme coins have gone parabolic this year. Next year will be mostly utility. It's just how it is, bro. All the people that's falling, putting 100% of the portfolio on meme coins now, because they think it's just going to be like that forever. They're just stupid. They're going to fall for the trap. Yes, meme coins here and there will pump, but the likely chances of you even getting into those meme coins that go parabolic is like very low. You're not going to get to at the bottom, so you're not going to see any crazy gains anyways. Out of 100 meme coins, you might get hit one good one. That's what the ratio is. If you get into 100 utility, you're probably going to hit 40-50% of them. A couple of them will rug, but you'll make money overall. You get into 100 meme coin, one or two will do well, the rest will all rug. But then you might sell that one early to cover your losses, and then it might go on to do crazy numbers. Because you don't have the conviction in these meme coins. That's the problem. At least with this utility, you're willing to hold a little bit longer and make more money. Whereas these meme coins, you probably get out after 2-3x because you might think it might rug tomorrow. That's why, there are people that's consistently only shitty meme coins. Oh, meme coins are only going to do well and everything else is dead. Those people are stupid, bro. Have a short-term mindset. They don't realize that in 2023 and early 2024, these utility coins were going parabolic. They didn't have that. They were calling, oh, this is the next big gaming coin. They were jumping on the same bandwagon. And when it pumps again, they're going to do the same thing again. It's only short-term hopium that makes people say this type of stuff. Just like when the gaming narrative is hot, people start calling the gaming narrative the best narrative in the world. And then when AI pumps, they say the same thing about AI. Crypto works in narratives, bro. The reason this cycle, this year has been so dead is because Bitcoin hasn't gone anywhere. And, all the people that made money down there are like 15K institutions have come in now and they're shaking those guys out while they buy and fill their bags for phase 3. And then eventually we are going to go into phase 3 somewhere up here. And then when that happens and dominance is going down, most people are going to go buy utility over memes. This is how it is, bro. Because we're still in QT, because the market is boring, is the perfect condition for meme coins. But then when the opposite happens and we're in QE and there's more rate cuts, of course utility is going to pump again, bro. That 50 basis point rate cut that we had in August should have been a clear in September, was it? In September, should have been a clear indicator of how the market is going to move moving forward. As soon as that 50 rate cut happened, what happened to utility? They all went parabolic. What happened to meme coins? They all died. And then when the market got boring again, the same effect happened where the meme coins took off and utility took a sit back. Once we have a sufficient amount of rate cuts, then utility is going to go parabolic again, bro. You just have to be patient enough to wait. I know it's hard. It's going to be, it's tempting to go gamble on some of these meme coins and make money in the short term. I don't see why you don't. My group made 400 and something X on Speedy and some other memes as well that I don't keep track of it too much. But there's like 2-3 millionaires that 2-3 new millionaires just off this one coin. And then what they can do now is sell this shit and go buy the utility. And now they've made shit ton of money this bull run. That's how it is, bro. That's how it works. You can trade the meme coins, put in your long-term holds. My friend, I will have a look at it after the stream. I don't know why the website isn't loading, but I will have a look at it after the stream. Jobin, you're coming as well. You're doing the double cheeseburgers, all right. I make 6 figures driving trucks, so I'm good McDonald's job. Black, we needed you, bro. We needed someone on the drive-through. Now we'll pay you good money there, Black. Don't worry. O and Sensei, yeah, O and Sensei tends to be resilient against the pump. To be honest, they've always been like that. Even during the August crash, Sensei didn't pump then; it pumped after a little bit after, like a couple of months, like a whole month after, randomly. Yeah, he finally changed it. Yeah, bro, tap and tap or X tap at least, fucking dog shit. They made up a lie, and then everyone found out the lie was a lie, and they just dumped it back down. Done very well in the short term because of that lie. Give us some other 10 to 20 coins. Join the private group if you want some other 10 to 50x coins, my friend. I'm not dropping it on here. Actually, there's no space in the private group. I'll drop them at some point. I'm going to be dropping some new coins in the private group within the next couple of weeks. I found a very good coin. I found quite a few good coins. I'm just waiting for some confirmation before I buy them. I found a very good low cap coin though. Yeah, Trump. I think I'll probably get rid of Fizz and put Trump on the meme on the fries, bro. He looked very good in that video. I'll probably put. I think Fizz. I can make him do some. We can make him. We can make Fizz financial manager or something, bro. We'll have Donald Trump on the fries. His form was really good, bro. Should buy Sensei dip now. What price? Just DCA is hard to say with Sensei because it doesn't really tend to dump too much. It's very resilient. If you don't hold a bag, just buy some now. Yeah, that was all bullshit, bro. I actually like moral games. I think moral games can do well. VR, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Medusa. I think I've looked into that, but I'm not gonna. I'm pretty sure I looked into it and I didn't like it. Kinder Inu. Kinder Inu is decent. I actually found. Well, I didn't find it, but someone sent me Kinder Inu at like 100k market cap. I traded it for 2x and got rid of it, and then it went on to do 1000x. Yeah, I don't know why he's shitting Taz AI. That's project is shit. Exactly, bro. Exactly. I think if you know what you're doing in memes, like the thing with memes is you just catch the right narrative. It's not rocket science, bro. If you catch the Matt Fury narrative and you bought any Matt Fury coin 2 months ago, you would have been making money now. That's all it is. You just have to catch the narratives. Even meme coins have narratives. You have sometimes where the election memes pump. You know, you have a time where the Matt Fury memes go parabolic again. Then you have some Solana meme coins doing well. It just, just moves from chain to chain. If you just buy the safest ones, in my opinion, just the Matt Fury ones. Just go buy some Matt Fury memes. Most of them will do well. I'd rather go with the safer ones myself, though. At least 500k market cap. Hold them. When the meme coin, when meme coins go parabolic again, which they will at some point, they'll do well. BTC scooping up liquidity, going for liquidating concentrated longs 65k. Possible, my friend. I thought it was a bit lower though. I thought it was like 64k where the liquidity is. Yes, Prez, my brother. How you doing, bro? Prez, my brother. How are you, my friend? Big present here, bro. Boys, follow Prez on Twitter. I think he's got Prez. Link your Twitter in here, my friend. I'm not. Sometimes immunity holds very well, and sometimes it dumps, but it recovers quick. Luke, how you doing, my friend? Today we got rejected off the top of the trend line, so obviously we're gonna dump. 9 times out of 10 when the market recovers, these meme coins will probably do well in the short term. Some utility will do well as well. They always recover, of course, but in the short term we're dumping because we got rejected on top of the trend line, and because unemployment's coming up, people are uncertain and they just go on, in USDT for a bit. James, buddy, how you doing? Good to see you, James, man. I need to get you on the stream, James, one of these days. What makes dominance fall? Dominance normally falls, K, is whenever we go into QE, and oftentimes the smart people, at least the smart people, will sell their Bitcoin and then go into the altcoins for more gains. That's what makes dominance fall. But during the same time, the Bitcoin price is still going up, but dominance is coming down. The reason this happens is because the people that's been holding Bitcoin for God knows for the past 3 years, there's a lot of Bitcoin maxis. They often go to the altcoins for more returns. And this only happens when QE arrives. And we haven't had QE You know, if you look at this, the Fed's still taking stuff off the balance sheet, this blue line, which means we haven't had QE yet. Every single time we had QE back in 2019, the markets went parabolic. This is a good indicator to look for. Yeah, I hold utility, but I trade some memes here and there. Which coins went parabolic? I think all of them went parabolic. Tau went parabolic. DEAI went parabolic. I think all the AI coins done very well in a short period of time. You're looking in the space of a week, everything 2x, some of them 3-4x. That's what. But then is the thing though. That's during that time most memes were dying. That's what you have to take in consideration. When I say parabolic, for this type of markets, a 2 to 3x in the short term is parabolic, bro. Obviously, it's not really parabolic. 2 to 3x is fuck all realistically, but with current market conditions, 2 to 3x is good pumps, my friend. Some people get happy after 30% pump. Oh, really, Ross? Ross, good to see you as well, buddy. There you go. I think we got a full house now in the McDonald's shop. Yeah, there's way too much alpha in there, but the problem is it's full now. I don't want to have no more people in there. Amber lit AWT. Yeah, all shit coins, bro. I actually traded AWT and Lit Labs. I hold my Lit Labs. I hold Lit Labs, bro. This is the thing though. Everyone wants to jump on these coins when it's too late. I made over like 20x on Lit Labs. People wanted to jump on it after you pumped, which is stupid. I mooned back there, and I didn't give a fuck if he died. And he's more or less dead now, but I don't care because I made my money on Lit Labs. Don't jump on a coin when it's too late, bro. If you miss the train, jump on another train. I think so. Yeah, I think the recession will come in end of 2025 or 2026, but that recession will 100% come because the yield curve has uninverted and inverted again now, which historically every single time that's happened has signaled a recession. Now it doesn't happen straight away. It can take 6 months to 1 year to play out. So I think a recession will 100% happen. You can even quote this, but it's gonna happen. All the signs are there for a recession, but we'll probably have a little bull run before we go for the recessionary phase. Half a Bitcoin every 3 months. Nah, you can carry on doing the other thing, Black. Fuck that. I don't think anyone can pay you that much. Half a Bitcoin every 3 months is crazy. Gee, I worked in my first job in the UK on drive-through. When was my CV experience motivated working and getting bigger and bigger? Matt, you'll have a great future at our shop. Definitely, bro. You'll have a great future in our shop. Odds are barely dropping. That's questionable. Is it because it keeps dumping and recovering? It's like massive wicks up and down. It's because I think odds are dropping though. Most odds are dropping. It's probably because the good coins don't really dump too much. That's probably why you're seeing that. I think odds in general are dropping a decent amount. Khalid, wa alaikum salam, my friend. How are you doing? It's good to see you, Khalid. Good evening, bro. Any gaming recommendations? Mafia Bloodloop. Bloodloop is good. Bloodloop is good. Last time I checked, the vesting is ass. I've not looked into it in a long time. Where is the private group? It's on Discord, bro, but I have stopped shilling it because I capped it at 300 people. And I made a promise to cap it at 300 people. And, there's so many people in the waiting list. It's crazy. I can probably add another 50 spots and it'll get filled up within a week. You were right. The current dip shows the unemployment will be higher and the insiders are dumping. Bitcoin does and also will follow. I'm waiting for the 50s to buy. And there's a CME gap in like 55 to 53K. So it makes sense for this to happen. There's always going to be one more shakeout before we finally go up. I think too many people was bullish, to break through this, and we still haven't broke through. When everyone's too bullish and greed was like 73%, a dump was always going to happen. The reason everyone's just going to be permable is because they've just been buying the dip every single time Bitcoin's been dropping for the last 6 months. So they just turn into permables. I don't blame them. If I did the same shit, I would be a permable as well. Just calling for new all-time highs, every time Bitcoin goes up 5%. Because you ain't got no more money. Another dip will just fucking crush you. You ain't got no more money to buy. Of course, you're gonna turn into a permable. That's what happens to everyone. I just like to stay in the middle and be neutral. I'm mostly in the market, so if the market goes up, I'm happy anyways. If it goes down, I got USDT to buy. That's why you hedge against both scenarios. That's what the smart people do, at least. Yeah, some of these Casper meme coins do well. What is need for all these crypto projects? Does anyone care about layer 1, layer 2's LGBT or garbage, proper trash? Not really, bro. I don't give a fuck about any of this. Is what I tell you guys. Don't marry any of your coins, bro. They're all fucking useless. All of these coins in 5 years down the line are just going to be dead and non-existent, bro. The team's going to move on, maybe launch something new, maybe not even fucking get back into crypto. They'll go do something else and move on with their life, bro. Most of these projects, very few make it past. The only one I would trust is Bitcoin. That's it. I wouldn't even trust Ethereum because over over a long period of time, Ethereum could die. That's the thing. Has to be it will take maybe a decade or two, but it could die. But Bitcoin will always be here. So the only one I'll ever trust is Bitcoin. Nothing else. Don't marry any of these coins, including Casper, bro. All these retarded influencers like fucking what's that guy's name? Galaxy, selling you fucking £4,000 dollar courses on how to sell your Casper over the next 10 years. It's just fucking stupid, bro. Like anyone who falls for that is just retarded, bro. I can't lie. You pay in someone to tell you to hold your token, sell a little bit here. I guarantee you he's going to be selling most of his Casper, during this bull run. I guarantee you will do that because you can always buy it back lower in the bear market. You're going to be sitting there for the next 4 years looking like a retard as it just keeps dying and dying and dying. And you're going to ask yourself, why isn't it going up? And then you're going to realize the miners have moved on, it's become a relic now. Just the same way Cardano was one of the most bullish chains last cycle, is one of the deadest ones now. Is because people move on. Next cycle, there will be a new Casper, there'll be a new Chainlink, there'll be a new Cardano, there'll be a new Solana, and people are going to flock to that one. Look at Su now. People are moving to Su now. Polkadot's dead. Avalanche is slowly getting there, but I think Avalanche still has some legs. Fucking Cardano's dead. Cosmos is fully dead. Nia still has some chance. Most of these fucking top coins that have been around, they're all dead now. No one cares about them anymore. There's newer ones now. There's Su, there's C, there's Casper. There's multiple different ones. And next cycle, they're all going to die and there's going to be something new. That's how crypto works, bro. You can't marry any of these shit coins. Look at XRP. Must be just been dead for the past 6 years. Just holding there, praying it goes up. That's what's going to happen to the Casper people. I guarantee you. Props to the meme lords, prayers who've guided the community last week of fun. Yeah, bro, them two done very, very well. Them two's done very, very well for the meme community. That's why I put them there, bro. They're very competent in the meme stuff. Like Prez has always been good at memes, and Hoove wasn't really a meme guy to start off with, and then he became very good at memes. But Prez was always the meme guy that I used to go to, at least. He's the one that called Maneki very early, called some of these other ones very early. So yeah, I got two very competent people running that section. Have very competent people doing my TA. I got Super, I got Yo Shit. These guys are very, very good at TA. I have them there. Got Khalid very good at TA. I got in terms of gem hunters, we got very good gem hunters as well. Like I think my private group is literally the best. Because if you look at the coins we're talking about, we'll talk about it way in advance, and the next thing is circulating in most utility discords. Even the meme coins, The meme coins, we find it first, and then it gets sent around in the pump, and we're all in profits. Less risky. Well, it depends what your risk tolerance is, Luke. If you're new to crypto, it depends what you want to make, my friend. If you want to make good money, then you have to go look lower down. If you want to make like a 5, 10x, there's plenty of coins that would give you that return. Yeah, China has started QE soon. 4-year interest is going up because of high debt. Bro, China's just waiting for a collapse, bro. The real estate is fucked. The banking system's fucked. No one trusts the banks. No one trusts the real estate, sorry, and no one trusts their stocks. So they keep stimulating, but then people just sell it off because they don't give a fuck. No one's buying their stocks. China's People think China's going into QE this QE phase is over exaggerated. China going into QE does not mean Bitcoin is going to pump. I don't think China even likes Bitcoin because I'm pretty sure there was an interview where someone shared it where the guy, one of the higher ups in the Chinese government, said if Bitcoin becomes the main currency, is the end of the world. Some bullshit like that. So they don't even like Bitcoin. Why are they going to buy Bitcoin? The reason they stimulated was because their stock market is so fucked. They're stimulating the stock market, not crypto. That's not a full on QE. There's just starting QE because if they don't start QE, you could look at it like this, right? This QE phase is only there to slow down the bleeding. The bleeding eventually, is gonna be dead, but they're gonna slow it down, put a bandage over it for a bit. Like I said, we might get a little good bull run, not a massive bull run, like a normal run, maybe something a little bit bigger than 2023 next year, and then we'll go into a massive crash in late 2025, mid, you know, maybe Q4 2025 into 2026, and then everything's gonna crash significantly, and then we will have the super cycle. You need a crash to have a super cycle. You can't just have a crash. You stop calling for a super cycle because there's more institutions. Doesn't mean that. It's a stupid way to think. Institutions have always been able to buy Bitcoin. Obviously now it's a lot easier, but they've always been buying it, or at least they always have been able to buy it. Now it's just become easier. That's it. Now they can just buy on paper, and is a lot easier for them. But they've always been buying it. But you think Bitcoin's gone up this much by retail alone? Of course not. Yeah, boys, follow Prez on President Cause. It's true as right there, bro. Very competent guy. Prez best alpha in the place. Yeah, Prez, bro, when it comes to meme coins, you're not gonna go wrong with Prez. Teams BVM and ZF rug these projects. I think ZF's a 2 whales sold. Lost as well. They didn't even make money, they just bought large bags and sold it at a loss. Fuck knows what BVM's doing, but I don't even follow that anymore, bro. To be honest with you, I don't even follow BVM. I just have it on there because if you want to buy anything, the BRC20 narrative. When the BRC20 narrative takes off, BVM will pump. I just wouldn't buy it now till sometime next year. That's why I never talk about BVM, because the chart just looks ass and it most likely go a bit lower. As long as the team's still around, they haven't rugged it because the team's still around, they're still updating. Like this term rug is just stupid. Like only a retard will call something rug that's still around developing. A rug pool, like you guys have to be very broad with your very careful what you say rug. A rug pool means they pull the liquidity. That's what a rug pool is. You can't call someone a rug pool just because it's going down. That's not a rug pool, my friend. You'll see some real rug pulls in the bull run. You won't see them now. Like what retard, what stupid team will rug pull before the bull run? It's just stupid. They're not gonna do it. They'll do it during the bull run once it's pumping parabolic. That's when you have to be careful, not now. Now is it's very unlikely any of these projects are gonna rug now. Very unlikely unless they're stupid and they're not patient enough to wait. You'll start seeing rugs after rugs in the bull run, my friend. Enjoy best performance. Honestly, who would believe in losers? Loser. I mean, if T. I don't even know what that means, my friend. Oh, okay. There you go. If Trump wins, saying Democrats who have the power. If Trump wins, who will believe in what he's saying? Democrats. It doesn't matter, bro, because Trump, even if Trump wins, is not going to be in office till later down the line. You know, to like a few months later. So they're still going to be the Democrats will still be in power, my friend. They'll still be in power. It doesn't matter, bro. They've already manipulated the jobs market, and everyone thinks the unemployment's going down. So everyone does believe it. You don't fucking trade the market you want. You trade the market you have, and the market we have now, unemployment's going down. So therefore, we pumped. You know, if they do this opposite and then start bringing it back up now, that's the market you have to trade, bro, because that's what the Fed is going to make the decision on. They're not going to make it on the market they want. It's not how it works. Crypto Galaxy is even more fucking telling people to buy his course to sell Casper. Like, what the fuck? Bro, it's just stupid, bro. And I can't believe people are going and buy it. It's just retarded, bro. It's just stupid, bro. Bro, Trump, look, if bro, listen, you have to think carefully, bro. Most of the people that's in office now will no longer be in office when Trump comes in. They have their own people. Every president has their own backers, you know, their own elites backing them. They have their own sections backing them. They have their own people. All the most there's a few that will have their jobs, of course. Most of them will probably get replaced by their people that Trump likes. That's how it works. That's why all those people fund, you know, the current president because they like what they're doing. If Trump wins, they're gonna replace half of them, bro. That's how it works. Everyone has their own people. Every president has their own candidates or their own people they put in office. If Trump wins, the SEC leader's gone, Gary Gensler's gone. However, you know, I guarantee you, Gary probably gave fucking Harris some money for the campaign. The same way, what's that guy's name? Bill Gates gave some 50 million today to the Harris campaign. Why? Because Trump said if he wins, the Epstein list is coming out, and obviously Bill Gates, the fucking pedophile, is on there, so he doesn't want to be on there. You know, that's why they just give so much money to them is pennies. But if they can avoid that mistake, not only would it affect the stock market, their stocks, you know, it plays the whole business will probably get fucked up. Look what they're doing to fucking Musk as well. They really they've been shorting SpaceX for the longest, you know, Tesla for the longest. I will be looking to open some more spots. Yes, I think in the board I'll open up 50 more spots. 350 will be the max I'll go. I don't want to go any more than that. But you know, let's see, bro. At that time, you know, as people might leave, it's hard to dictate. Cassie Unique fair launch really is resolved Bills Jam. Well, nothing. How can he solve that trilemma? It doesn't even have a fucking smart contract, bro. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. It's actually one of the dumbest shit I've ever heard where they don't have smart contracts, but they solve the trilemma. How stupid does that sound? What the fuck kind of stupidity is that? How can you solve that trilemma if you don't have smart contracts? They have their own firm of smart contract, but that's not smart contracts. Meme coins building on you is not smart contracts, my friend. Yeah, boys, smash the like right now. I actually do save a lot of lives. You know, from what I've seen, if you go look on Twitter, you go look on YouTube, most of these influencers have been telling you to buy the dip every little 5% drop since March. I've been telling people DCA tiny amounts here and there when the market dips, but then wait for the crash that's going to happen. And that crash came, and I said it's either going to happen in August or September, and it happened in August, and we was ready for it. That's what I told my people on YouTube as well. And on the same thing now, like look how many people wanted to FOMO in a few days ago or the last month when the market went higher again. Told him just be patient. The market dumps, nothing goes up forever, bro. And then we dumped here. And now the same thing up again. I said, wait till you get the confirmation above this trend line before buying. Because if you go look at Twitter during these times, everyone was calling for 100K. Just stupid, bro. They call for 100K, people fall for the trick and then would correct again. Just wait. You have to just be patient, man. Patience plays a big role in crypto. People don't have patience anymore. You often speak about projects and the B as a disadvantage. I don't really look as a disadvantage. AI tech, AGI, when parabolic, they don't. The chain doesn't matter, bro. Or is a layer one. Relio is also a layer one. So it doesn't really matter what chain they're on. They have their own networks. You can or is a layer one, and AI tech is in layer one, but I'm sure AI tech they're not in Ethereum as well, or they're not bridged to Ethereum. But the chain doesn't really matter for AI coins because AI coins have their own narrative. The chain only matters for stuff like gaming. Most gaming coins will do well anyways. But the thing with the chains is it can give that extra push, just that extra push. For example, most of these C projects done well because of C. But then, let's say BNB does well, AI Tech and AGI will pump along with BNB, but they will pump on their own during the AI narrative, anyways. So it makes no difference. It just gives it that extra push if you're on a bullish chain. That's all it is, my friend. The chain doesn't realistically matter too much. It just helps a little bit more. But the problem with BNB is there's thousands of projects in BNB, bro. Thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not. So it doesn't make no difference, to be honest. It only matters for specific narratives. Gaming, the chain matters a bit. Solana gaming coins are going to do well. AVAX gaming coins are going to do well. Something like Polygon is very unlikely to perform unless the gaming project itself is top quality. Then it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, but the word retard has to be kept alive. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to use it on here. That's a banned word now because the world's getting too liberal. But that's it's a very important word. Very important word in my opinion. It has to be around regardless. Even if I get demonetized, I don't give a fuck. That word has to be around. Because there's no other way to explain it, bro. It's unfortunate because, it happens to a lot of people. If you're new to crypto, you go on crypto, you look for low caps. I guarantee you the first face you see was crypto gains. That's the first face you see. And then you go look at his coins and then you fall for the trick because you think, oh, this guy knows something. But in reality, he talks about a coin, pumps it in his private group, and then he'll make a video on it, literally like an hour after, is up 300%, whatever. And then you think, hold on, this coin has pumped 300%. Why am I not in a private group? Don't you go join this private group and then you realize it's just everyone, his community just dumping on each other. And because it happens in tiers, unless you're paying for the top tier, you're not going to make money. That's why it's just stupid, bro. I think crypto gains probably has the most victims in the crypto space because, I'm sure he knows what the fuck he's doing, bro. He can lie and chat shit all he wants. What he does is he gets his Patreons, which even has tiers in his Patreon. So if you're in the top tier, you'll get it first. Then the next tier gets it. Then the next tier gets it. If you're at the bottom of the tier, you're getting it last. And then you might get some luck if the people that watch him on YouTube buy the coin, and then they all become exit liquidity. So it's quite unfortunate, bro. And I do think genuinely he has the most victims crypto gains. He has the most victims. Because if you're new to crypto and you want to buy low caps, you search any crypto low caps. I think his videos come up first. Pretty sure. Shit amount of likes. How many likes are we on? Well, let's get to 100 likes right now. Bro, everything's different, bro. This is a business cycle, man. It's not like the previous cycles. Everything's gonna play out different. This is like a full business cycle. The halving thing doesn't really matter too much, bro. The reason it's been done so well is always because it's been in very good economic conditions. Right now, we're not in good economic conditions, hence why the halving bullshit doesn't really make too much difference. Yes, we can break all-time highs, but it makes no difference for altcoins. We're altcoin investors. Even if Bitcoin goes and breaks all-time highs, whatever, but dominance is going up, our altcoins will barely pump. So it becomes, it's pointless in my opinion. Yeah, that's also true. That could be, that's also true as well. It's hard to say, but he said he will. He said he will. Let's see if he sticks to his word. He's a politician at the end of the day, bro. He'll say all types of shit to get the votes, and then once he's in office, it's a different story. Liquidity, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, the insiders are dumping now, but then we might have a reversal in the next couple of days. Who knows? Who knows? We have to wait and see. But I think 64K is very likely, though, short term. You could DCA on some coins that are worth DCA. There is some coins that are worth DCA, of course. Just slowly, though. October, Moon, November, whatever the case is, but and you can't blame them. Bob. I think if you go look at these Twitter shillers, go look at the history of these YouTubers. They've been telling you this is the final dip, literally since March. It's unfortunate. Someone brought a bag immunity, did they? Hope it's a small bag, but I don't want anyone buying a large bag. So Ryan, the crypto gains hustle. His newest hustle was listing a meme coin, pumping, and then you can always know what token it was because your private group shop sections on Patreon. Bro, he's a crazy hustle, bro. And I think it's unfortunate. Unfortunate. That's probably why people crypto has such a bad names because of idiots like him. He might seem all innocent on his videos, but he knows what he's doing, bro. He knows what he's doing. He doesn't care. That's crazy. That is. That's actually crazy. Yo, that's crazy. That is. Shop section in a Patreon is actually ridiculous. The halving supply was somehow important in 2010s. After 2026, BT became so big demand. Yeah, it doesn't make too much of a difference, bro. I think the ETFs doesn't really matter too much, but the M2 money supply is what Bitcoin follows. As long as there's more printing, these assets get leveraged to go higher. That's all it is. As long as the more money that's being printed, the more these assets have to be leveraged to go higher. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's why all of these S&Ps and all this stuff continue to go higher throughout the years, is because the printers are constantly on. If you go look at there's a chart that tells you S&P without inflation is like 600% gains, but with inflation is like thousands. That's the difference, boys. All inflation. The reason everything's going so high is because of inflation. Your money is becoming worth less. So all the assets have to get inflated to match the money printing. That's all it is. It's basic stuff. And the halving doesn't really matter anymore, bro. It did matter at one point when Bitcoin was a lot smaller. Now it makes no difference. It matters more about macros now than anything. When you have more institutions in crypto, what happens is they trade the news. It's not rocket science. They trade the news. Institutions have always traded the news for decades. They trade the news, and if it's bearish, the charts pump, and it's bullish, it's opposite. That's all it is, bro. Artifact dumped 40%. I still wouldn't touch it if it is dumped 100%, bro. Just the vesting's too harsh. Maybe at some point at the end of the year it'll be worth, but at the moment I don't really think it's worth unless you're looking for a short-term trade. The vesting is too harsh, bro. You're looking at about 50% of the supply held by early investors, And from now to the unlock is all of those early investors. It's just, for me, it's just not worth. Yeah, it's a low cap. It might pump. The unlocks might not affect it, but then the gains are going to be minimum. Like banks and all these banks know it. Some big institutions will definitely know it. Powell and his friends will know it. Even though insider trading is illegal, they do it themselves. They've been caught. How many big players have been caught doing insider trading? Multiple of them, bro. They do it all the time. That's how they make most of their money, these fuckers. You realize every single president that comes into office come in like 1 or 2 million and they walk away with like 40, 50 million of wealth. They're pocketing a lot of money. They're doing a lot of insider trading. That's how they make their wealth, bro. Go look at the reason people even become a president is literally to make money and leave. That's why they don't give a fuck about the country, bro. They'll come in, make the money, have enough money to retire, and just fuck off. I've done research on Natix too. I think Natix is okay. Nothing wrong with Natix. It's in a decent narrative. It's in a known narrative, at least. People know about the drive to earn narrative. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to be honest. The only thing I didn't like about Natix is, like I think like 13 million or 10 million of the current market, well, the overall market cap is held by early investors, which is a decent amount, I would say. But Natix chart is looking pretty decent. It's just stable. It's not pumping or it's not dumping. I do think there'll be a time when Natix will definitely pump. Definitely. I think it's like 2x, just over 2x dilution, if I'm not mistaken. But the reason people like this is because it's on Solana. That's it. I don't really think jumping on the Solana bandwagon now is the smartest thing. That shit's already played out. I don't know why people are jumping in now. I still think Solana is bullish long term. It might do another 2 to 3x from here. But jumping on the bandwagon now is a bit too late, in my opinion. You missed that boat. Yeah, it's definitely better than Hivemaker. Hivemaker's old as fuck now, bro. People, if this narrative takes off, Natix will be the leading one, because all the other ones are either pump too much, or they're just dog shit, and they've had their time. This is like 10 times higher in market cap than Natix. I would only buy Natix. I wouldn't buy this one. What's the other one? Is Dymo? What's Dymo looking at? Dymo, 29 million, but it's on a dead chain. Atlas Navi. Atlas Navi is a decent one. It's also not a bad one. It's not like 1000x. I actually bought this quite early. Not 1000x. It's on a very good amount. I think it's on like 100x or 50x or some shit. Do I think Deepin will actually go mainstream, or will it survive in crypto communities? It highly depends on render. I think it can go mainstream. It will Deepin will definitely pump again though. It'll pump with the AI narrative. As long as Nasdaq, not Nasdaq, the big thingy institution, I forgot what it was called, but as long as they do well, AI and Deepin will do well. But you have to think, right? You have to think. All the big companies now are trying to develop AI. So AI narrative will 100% pump at some point, because as soon as it all depends on the market being primed. If the market is primed, any little narrative can make the narrative pump. Any little thing. For example, let's say the market is primed now. Two weeks later, off the grid becomes the most played game on the internet. Something stupid like that. That is enough to cause a massive pump within the gaming narrative. So all it takes little trigger points, but the market has to be primed. Right now, I don't think the market is primed enough because we don't have retail in crypto right now. Can you say a bit about Maniki thinking of buying? Yeah, Maniki is good. Maniki will follow, what's it called? It'll follow Solana. It's one of the main meme coins on Solana. It'll follow Solana. Is Ionet or Aether the best choice for mid-cap deep in AI? I think Ionet, yeah. Aether's a little bit more gaming as well, but I think Ionet, both of them are pretty good for mid-caps, yes. All right, boys, I'm wrapping up this live stream now. Appreciate all of you guys that came down. I'll probably be live maybe next Saturday, maybe. I think Fridays are just dead days, bro. I don't even feel like streaming on Fridays. It's a bit boring. But yeah, I'll probably be live today, Wednesday. Maybe I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see. But I appreciate all you guys. Smash the like. How many likes are we on, bro? I hope we're on 100 likes. I just did an hour and 40 minutes. If you can't even get 100 likes, bro, I might have to cut it down to like 1 hour. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a private group, bro. It'll be good to see you as well, my friend. 72 only. Damn. That's crazy. That is, bro. 72 likes is disrespectful, man. I can't lie. That's actually it's a bit rude, bro. I might have to just start giving basic answers on these live streams, bro. All this, I'm giving you guys some very good alpha, and only I can get 72 likes. Peak. It's a bit that's what I'm saying, Ross, is a bit disrespectful. And 72 likes is disrespectful, bro. I can't even lie. At least get to like 90, bro. With 90 people watching, you can get to 90 people ASAP, 90 likes ASAP. If not, then it is what it is. I mean, we broke the all-time highs the previous live, which is not too bad, but it'll get to over 100, maybe in a couple hours, maybe. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming down today. I shall see you guys maybe in a few days, maybe tomorrow. It depends if the market gets active or going, then I'll probably be live. But if it's boring, then there's not really much you can talk about apart from just spamming a bunch of coins. That's it. Can we get a double like? I don't know actually. 100 likes right now and G streams for another hour. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do another hour, bro. I don't think I have it in me. Lex, how you doing, bro? It's good to see you. Another hour, I don't think I have it in me, bro. I need to take like a 10-minute break and then go on another hour stream. I don't even have no energy, man. I had such terrible sleep last night. Take care, boys. Where is this? Where's my end screen, bro?